Before I get into why they changed biblical locations to fit their narrative, you have to go back to 1945, 3 years before the Balfour Declaration, where an article ran called A Land for the Jews, which was 10 locations they could have made Israel. We would have believed it because all they needed to do was move a river and a couple of cities to match wherever location they would have set Israel up to be. The reason why they put the Euphrates River and the Tigris River along with Babylon in the Middle East is because of this prophecy. Genesis 15, and the same day Yahuwah cut a covenant with Abraham, saying, unto your seed have I given this land from the river of Mizraim, which is the Nile River, unto the great river, the river Parath, which is Euphrates River. So you take Nile River, and you see Israel is in the middle of that and the fake Tigris River and the Euphrates River in the Middle East. But if you go to an old 1742 map, you see Euphrates River right here that runs right into the Niger River. Different cartographer, same result. Euphrates River sitting just above Kingdom of Judah. Psalms 125, they that trust in Yahuwah shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed, but abides forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so Yahuwah is round about his people from henceforth, even forever. Mountains. As you see, Zion, Mount Zion is an actual mountain of Jerusalem. But in Israel, Mount Zion is a hill. And it's actually Fort Antonia, which was built by Herod. And the reason why Jerusalem looks similar to the Jerusalem in fake Israel is because Herod knew exactly what our temples look like because he came down into Africa to look for Yahusha to slay him. Here's another map of Jerusalem and Bethesda in a 1880 map. As you see, the biblical city Bethesda. John 5, after this, there was a feast of the Yehudim, and Yahusha, the Messiah, went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bet Chesed, having 5 porches. That is Bethesda. So you see the Messiah walked and went up to Jerusalem. Jeremiah 33, thus says Yahuwah, again, there shall be hurt in this place, which ye say shall be desolate without man and without beast, even in the cities of Yehuda and in the streets of Jerusalem that are desolate without man and without inhabitant and without beast. As you see, the biblical location of real Jerusalem would be desolate without inhabitant, and which is why all the nations are protecting this particular location right now. The land God made in his anger, the Skeleton Coast, and right where Namibia is, which is really right where the desolate, real biblical Jerusalem is. Now let's look at Babylon. Everybody thinks Babylon is in the Middle East and Iraq. It's not. 1706 map, Babylon, right here where Ethiopia is. Another cartography map, Babylon, still Babylonia, still Babylon. Right next to Ethiopia again. 1730 map, Babylon, again, right near Ethiopia. 1720 map, Babylon. I'll zoom it up later. But you see the Amalekites, Babylon. Now this 1712 map is very telling also. As you see Arabia, which is probably Ishmaelites, and Idumea. Idumea is Greek for the Romans. Edom. In this map, you start to see the Tigris River, as mentioned in scripture. Genesis 2, and the name of the third river is Kedekiel, and that in which it goes toward the east of Ashur, and the fourth river is Parathus Euphrates. And as you see, Kedekiel's real name is the Tigris River. As you see again, in another ancient map, the Tigris River, and also another biblical location, which is Shinar. In Greek, it's Shinar, but in Hebrew, it's Shinar. Joshua 13, and in the 10th year of Abraham's dwelling in the land of Canaan, there was war between Nimrod, king of Shinar, which is Shinar, which is the same location as the Tigris River, the same location as Babylon. As you see, another ancient map, Nubia, they're in Africa. Shinar. Media or Median is also in scripture. Daniel 5, when the Israelites were in captivity to the Babylonians. And at the bottom, you see Darius, the Medai, which is Median. See? Median, Medai. It's the Persians. After Darius was Xerxes. This is where all the biblical locations, everything happened in Africa, in South, East, North, West Africa. That's it.